Hello everyone, I'm Xiansheng Math, and this is part 5 of how to convert a decimal, one that does not terminate but eventually repeats, into a rational number in fraction form. And in this video we're going to look at point 2, 943 repeating, with the 943 repeating but the 2 doesn't repeat. This is similar to part 3 where we looked at point 438 repeating, but in part 3 the repeating part started from the tenths place, where here it starts from the hundredths place. Okay, so these three forms are equivalent. We're going to use this one today. And as we do go through this video, keep in mind you should be thinking about which combinations of the multiples of the variable you choose will work and which won't. Okay, in part 3, we used t, and we looked at 10t, 100t, 1000t, oops, missing 0. And we saw, and I think we went up to 1 million t, and we saw that some combinations of the multiples of t worked and some didn't. So keep in mind, look for what works and think about why. All right, we're going to use this form of this number. So I'll get rid of the other 2. And let's see, this time let's assign the variable y. Okay, so we're going to find multiples of y. So 10y, well, if we do 10y, it's going to move the decimal one place to the right, and we'll have the 2 in the ones place, and then 9 is in the tenths, and then 4, 3, 9, 4, 3. Remember to line up place values, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and so on. All right, and then 100y is going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So now we'll have 4 in the tenths place. And then we'll have 3, moves up, 9, 4, 3, 9. Okay, lined up fairly well. And keep in mind that this 3 here is 1 decimal place beyond that. And then we moved it 2 places, so now this is 29. And then 1000y equals, at the end. Okay, it's going to move the decimal 3 places to the right. So we're going to have a 3 in the tenths. So 3, and then 9, 4, 3, 9, 4, and this will be repeating. I better write it with the 943 repeating. So we'll have a 4 and a 3. Okay, and then 943. And so that's 294. So 492. This is 1000y. And then we're also going to look at 10,000y. So that'll move the decimal 4 places to the right. And let's see. So 9 will be in the tenths place. So we'll have 9, 4, 3, 9, 4, 3. So it's going to be 2,943. 9, 2, that's 10,000y. All right, it's looking a little messy, so I'm going to draw some lines is here to help us look at things. So, anyway, fairly well lined up, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and so on. So I'm going to draw here at the hundredths place, so you can see how things are lining up. I'll do one at the 10,000ths place, and do one at the millionths place. I didn't line up very well. Whoops. Okay, so the idea has always been we're looking for a pair of multiples of our variable y, which we can subtract, and the repeating part will become 0. So if I look at 10y and y, it's not going to be 0 because the 4 is matching up with the 9, the 3 is matching up with the 4, and if I continued, 9, 4, 3, and then 9, 4. We're going to see that the 9 and 4 will always be lined up, the 4 and the 3 with the 9, and the 9 with the 4 with the 3, and we're not going to get 0 if we subtract y from 10y. So let's look at 100y and y. Well, see, the 9 goes with the 3, the 4 goes with the 9, the 3 goes with the 4. That's not going to give us 0 either because the repeating parts are not the same. Let's look at 1000y and y, and we see 9, 4, 3. So 9, 4, 3, they do line up. So this combination will work. Are there any other combinations? So pause and see if you can find another combination that will work. Okay, hopefully you notice that 10,000y and 10y will also work. You see the 9, 4, 3, and so on. So these two will work. These two will work. So we're going to use 1000y and y. There is an infinite number of combinations that will work. This one's going to be the simplest. And what you should be thinking about is how do you know which combinations will work? So maybe you don't have to write all these things out and you just know, all right, this is how we do it directly. I will explain that in the summary video, which will be the next one after this. So 1000y minus y. So we got 1000 y, which equals 3, and there's a repeating part. We also could have put it, actually, why don't we do that? Okay, so you see the 9, 4, 3, 9, 4, 3 repeating, and then y is equal to 0.2, 9, 4, 3 repeating. And we do see that the repeating part, when we subtract, will be 0 because they have the same value. So let's subtract. So we take y away from 1000y, and that's going to give us 999y. And subtract 2 tenths from 3 tenths, we get 1 tenth, and then this is 0, so this is going to be 294, and 1 tenth is equal to 999y. And this is multiplication, so we undo that using division, the inverse operation, and we divide by the same value on the other side to keep the balance. So this is 1 in disguise. We have 1 times y, which is just y, and that's equal to 294 and 1/10 divided by 999. And we want to show this is a rational number in fraction form, so we want a ratio of 2 integers. Okay, this is not an integer, but if we multiply it by 10, it will be, and we really need to multiply by 10 over 10, which is 1 in disguise, and this value times 1 is going to be the same value. And now we will have 2,941 divided by 9,990. And now it is a ratio of 2 integers. So this equals 2,941 divided by 9,990. So we have shown that this decimal, which eventually repeats, is equal to the ratio of these 2 integers. Now let's think, are there any common factors? Well, starting with this, since it's pretty easy, I'm going to get rid of some things here. So 9,990. 2 factors are 10 and 999. 9 times 111 is equal to 999. And 3 times, leaves it 30, 37, 79. Okay, all right. So these are the factors, and here's 2 and 5. These are the factors of 9,990. If any of these numbers are a factor of this number, then it can be simplified. If not, this is our simplest form. So first thing I'm going to do is sum the digits. 9 plus 1 is 10. 2 plus 4 is 6. So the sum of the digits is 16. That's not a multiple of 3. So I know that I can't divide by 3. The only other possibility would be 37, because this is not even and it does not end in a 5 or 0. So 37 is not a factor of this. So this is our simplest form. Okay, I hope you learned from this series, and if you did, enjoyed it, please press like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Xiansheng.